Hey y'all, Grand Rising, good afternoon and good evening. I couldn't wait to get off of work so that I can come and kick it with y'all tonight. I hopped in the shower and I forgot to even put on my lotion. So if I'm ashy, y'all, please excuse me. But we're about to get down to business. Listen, I'm glad that I had time to watch this whole thing unfold between Blueface, Chrisean Jr., okay, Marsh, and then Chrisean and Jaden. Because this is the kind of stuff that you just can't make up. You really can't make this up. I'm so glad that the baby is safe. Yes, there were a few comical parts when Chrisean and Jaden ended up, you know, meeting up and interfacing and going live together. But for the most part, this was heart-wrenching. And there was absolutely nothing funny about what happened. I look at the whole situation with Carlissa going live, and I was disgusted because it's like you sitting up here laughing about the house getting tore up, and even before that, you making this whole thing about, okay, well, let's get some content out of it. If they need me, they can call me. Where is your motherly instinct to correct your son before he crashes out for the last time? Okay? Where is your instinct as a grandparent to protect your grandchildren? This is a 3-month-old baby being caught up in a tug of war that had nothing to do with him, because any other time Blue said this ain't his baby, he won't put him on his page. He don't want nothing to do with being a father to this child. But when he sees that he can't get Chrisean attention, all of a sudden this baby becomes a pawn in a very, very dangerous game. Whew, y'all. I'm going to go ahead and get on into this. Like I said, there were a few comical moments between Chrisean and Jaden, but I ain't ready to laugh right now, y'all. I'm still pissed. And I feel like at the end of the day, I won't say the only, a few of the only good things that happened. First and foremost, the baby is safe. And Chrisean and Jaden, if only for one night, got to realize that the biggest problem that they both have is the same common denominator. The poor choice of who they decided to both lay down with. Outside of that, they have no reason to even be upset with one another. So I'm going to pick a deck to represent each and every person. I don't know what deck I'm going to use for Blueface, because I don't think I have one goofy enough. But, you know, let's see. I'm going to use the Mystic Mondays for Jaden, because that's the closest I have to something that's like close to Barbie. I'm going to use the Fantome deck, the Lamucci Fantome deck. It's like an anime deck for Chrisean, since they love to call it a Power Ranger. Lord, y'all. They had my damn nerves bad. Good thing it was slow at work because I was sitting up worried about that baby. Like, I don't give a damn what none of y'all do. That baby better be okay. And thank God he was. Mm. Thank you for being patient, y'all. Give me a moment. I don't even feel like I have a deck that resonates with his stupidity. I really don't. Got to pull out a pack of Uno cards and just reverse, because that's what we need to do with him. We need to skip, reverse, and erase him out this equation, and then everybody will be much better. Okay, I'll do the music icon cards for Blueface. Y'all. Or should I do the final rose? I'll do the final rose as a clarifier. We'll go that way. So, might as well start with his apple head ass. Got me jumping out the shower, forgetting to put on lotion. Alrighty. Show me the energy around Blueface. What triggered him into this behavior? Ten of Cups. The Family card. I feel like I know where this is going. Page of Swords. So he's been doing surveillance, y'all. Don't let this man fool you, Mr. I'm unbothered, Mr. I'm on schoolyard, I'm out here pimping. He's been watching. And all this time he talking about him and Chrisean ain't together, that's not his baby. Look at this. First card comes out. Ten of Cups. Watching your family. You're doing surveillance. Crazy enough, Amy Winehouse is the Page of Swords. And just looking at her, I'm hearing they tried to make me go to rehab, but I said, no, no, no. I won't go. And seriously, it's about that time. Ace of Wands. Passionately moving forward, aggressive. This is very aggressive energy. See how you got this sun and you have all these warm colors? This man is not done. This is why I'm telling y'all that this is not funny to me, because energetically, I feel the energy in him, around him, graduating. It's like literally watching a pot getting ready to boil over. It makes me mad all over again thinking about Carlissa laughing about her son's poor behavior. Because there's going to come a day where if they all are not careful, there's not going to be a good ending. This needs to be nipped in the bud. Strength. So, after the Page of Swords, to get strength, that's like him deciding that he's going to act out. He's going to stand on business. Strength is the card of the Leo. And, Leos are very... How do I say this? When it comes to family and the things that Leos love, they can be possessive and they stand 10 toes down. Leos go hard for what they believe is theirs. So this is what he felt like he was doing. See this, Mr. Knight of Wands, Chuck Berry? I'm glad I picked this deck. See, Chuck Berry had some unusual proclivities. If you know, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. If not, look up Chuck Berry and you'll see about things that he was accused of when it comes to restrooms and some weird kinks that he was into. But here he is coming in these Knight of Wands. So here it is. You got this whole thing that you want us to think, oh, I'm standing on business. I'm over here for my family. But you were really doing surveillance. And you decided to pop out because you were in this Knight of Wands energy. You came over here to get your lollipop licked. And then got mad when somebody wasn't where you felt they were supposed to be. Queen of Cups, King of Cups. Look at this. I can't make this up, y'all. Queen of Cups, King of Cups. He's looking at him and Chrisean like husband and wife. Like a husband who comes home and catches his wife out cheating or something. Sir, did you forget that you got Jaden? Jaden's supposed to be your wife. See, Queen of Cups represents water signs. We already know that Chrisean is a water sign. She's a Pisces. But see, he's in this watery energy. See how you got Elton John sitting here and he got water all the way up to his, damn near to his knees. You're sitting on the throne, but you're literally sitting on your soapbox. You're in your feelings. Deep in your emotions, but you're trying to hold your composure. This is him. Judgment and the World. Okay? He decided to call judgment, even if it meant he had to bring a final end to a cycle. He felt like when it came down to it, he was going to call an end to her being out here living her best life, you dealing with somebody else. You ain't going to be out here with nobody else. You supposed to be at home waiting on me, waiting for me. Bottom of the deck. Look at this. Hangman. Wait a minute. You really are out here. You really are bending corners. You really are moving on without me. Seven of Swords. Five of Swords. Manipulative, sneaky, conniving energy. Arguing harsh words and communications. Ten of Cups with family. But see, also what that looks like to me is Chrisean need to clean house because somebody in her family is very sneaky and manipulative. And they're responsible somehow, some way for the conflict in this communication. Three of Coins and Tower. Hold on. Three of Coins, Eight of Swords, and Tower. There was a collaboration here to get somebody stuck or caught up and cause a tower. When I tell you this is one of those keep your friends close and your enemies even closer type situations. But the trick is to know which one is which. Chrisean is going, I keep saying the biggest thing she's going to have to do is sober up so that she can cut the grass and see the snakes. Because the snakes are a lot closer to her front door than she thinks. Hell, seems like one of them is slithered up into the house. So you got the Fool here under the Page of Swords. And that goes right back to what I said about he decided to take a leap of faith and act a clown-ass fool because he had been sitting there watching, doing surveillance. And he just couldn't take it no more. See that Justice card? I told y'all he wanted to exact justice. The justice falls under strength. He decided to take matters into his own hands and to use force, allegedly, to exact justice. By any means necessary, he was going to get what he wanted. Six of Swords, being able to move forward victoriously. Queen of Swords, Four of Swords. So I feel like this Queen of Swords energy, okay? I feel like that was Marsh because she was talking back. She wouldn't just let him have his way. Yeah, that's Marsh because it falls under the Queen of Cups, which would be Chrisean. So, he had every intention on, running up in there, doing whatever he felt like he was going to do because the arrogance in him makes him feel like no matter where he goes in this equation, he runs this shit. It's weird because it's how do I say this? It's very, very cocky. It's very arrogant, but it's hyper feminine. It's like toxic femininity in a masculine body. King of Swords at the bottom of the deck, which would fall under his suit because he's an air sign. He's an Aquarius. Swords represent air. So, swords are the most non-emotional in the deck. They are methodical. They are planners. They are strategic. So when Carlissa says that her son's feelings were hurt and he was in his feelings, no, ma'am. Your son is manipulative. He's methodical. And he's conniving. The worst part of everything I just said is he's the King of Swords. And the King of Swords is intelligent because this, like I said, this is a thinker, which means he plots, he plans. This wasn't about him being emotional. This was about him not having control. He must destroy what he can't control. He can't have his way. There's a problem. Y'all pay attention to that video at the house. He talked about, oh, they didn't tow up my house. Okay, well, now y'all got to give me some. Who's going first? He did all of this for attention so that he could get what he wanted. You got the Two of Wands and the Three of Wands falling under the King of Cups. That was a decision that had to be made, or a decision that he felt that he had to make because it was going to lead to an opportunity or ships coming in for him. Bottom of the deck, Page of Wands. Pages are children. So he decided that he was going to take this new opportunity through using this child. Yep. Temperance. He was going to, if he had to, he was going to tear this house down to build it the way he wanted it. Because that's what he'll do. He'll destroy everything just so he can have the one thing he wants. Temperance, balance through a new beginning. Circle of life here. You got Judgment with the World and Temperance. Temperance coming after the World is a whole end of a cycle so that there can be a new beginning. And I'm looking at the King of Coins and the King of Swords. He wants to ruin any relationship that either one of them have outside of him so that he can always have access, allegedly. I hope Jaden is taking notes. Yep. Two of Swords. This is what all this conflict was about. He was mad because he got cut off. There he is at the bottom of the deck again. King of Swords. How dare you cut me off? Do you know who I am? King of Pentacles. Now, King of Pentacles is like the grounded, earth sign. But once again, thinker. This will be like the father, the husband of the deck. Like I said, he was acting like a husband who caught his lover stepping out, falling under the Page of Swords and the Fool. This man don't know who he actually is in a relationship with. What was that Trey Songz song? Where he talked about, he stepped out on his girl and now he feel like he's cheating on his girl with the side chick and he's cheating on the side chick with his girl. He can't let him go. He don't know which way he's supposed to go. But here it is. This is the law. Law enforcement, Hierophant. Powers that be in the industry and law enforcement watching this very closely. Uh-oh, the Emperor just popped out. The Sun and the Seven of Cups. So, it's been illuminated, because this is not just considering your options. The courts, they're watching the fact that you have issues whenever you deal with consumption. And earlier that night, he had went to the club. Somebody had showed video of him turning up in the club. You went and had you a good time in the club. And instead of you going home to the woman that you're supposed to be with, you decide that you're going to go and harass the woman who ain't trying to be with you. Instead of just going home to your woman and getting some. Page of Wands. Yeah, he's looking for a whole new opportunity. Like I told y'all, pages are children, messengers, and opportunities, right? He wanted a whole new opportunity to get next to Rock by using the baby. The baby in this situation for him was a pawn. It wasn't about the baby at all. He used the baby to do what he needed to do, which was force her to give him attention. He hates the fact that he can't get her attention. She needs to be very careful with that. 8 of Cups, 9 of Wands. Yeah, see? He was willing to wound people because the 9 of Wands is the wounded warrior. He was willing to wound people because she walked away from him. That's psychotic. And I'm not going to say allegedly. This is why I'm saying, y'all, I can't, certain stuff I just can't laugh about. This is not funny. This man is very unhinged. He still didn't get what he wanted, unrequited offer. And this is why this is not over. So I'm going to end this part of the reading for Blue. And both of these women need to be very careful because now is the time where you find out exactly where he's willing to go to get what he wants. And from what I can see energetically, it's a dark place. Alrighty. I'm going to do Chrisean last. I don't know why. Like my elbow, my arm literally just tightened up. Like, I feel like it needs to pop. Did somebody snatch somebody by the arm? Because my arm literally, the elbow, the forearm, and the bicep, it almost feels like somebody literally just yanked me by the arm, and that just started pulsating just now. Clear his energy because I don't want his energy to bleed over into Jaden's, because Jaden at times has a hard time separating her energy because he overpowers her. Even though she, pops her shit and she, she'll cuss him out, she still loses herself in the situations. He always still gets what he wants no matter what because he controls everything. Remember I said whatever he can't control, he destroys. Spirit guides, tap me into the energy around Jaden. What was Jaden's energy when Blue went to take this baby and he got into it with Marsh? Y'all, listen. Whole second deck, 10 of Cups, 9 of Cups, wish fulfillment. Two of Wands is at the bottom of the deck. 6 of Cups, judgment. Listen. Before everything went left, this feels like, allegedly, Jaden was like, I'm on whatever you on. Notice I said before everything went left. Six of Cups. So, Six of Cups is, a card of history. This is like that Throwback Thursday card. So when you got family, which is the Ten of Cups, the Nine of Cups, which is wish fulfillment, and then you got this Six of Cups, which is the card of that retro energy, people and places and energies from the past coming into this situation. It's her wish fulfillment to go back to how things were, how things used to be, the way things were before the introduction of new energy. Yeah, Three of Pentacles, before this collaboration came about and he got to considering all these options, and there was an ending to everything as they knew it, because everything transitioned and nothing was ever the same. The Devil and the Wheel of Fortune. Now, the Devil in this card represents for me, pimps up and who down. These stairs are pretty much like somebody being able to go up into your head, and they can play in your head, tell you whatever they want to tell you, whatever they need to say to get what they want to get out of a situation. Wheel of Fortune. And see, right now, Jaden is the cash cow because he's got so many debts and issues. So he tells her whatever he feels like she needs to hear to get what he needs to get out of her, to keep her in the headspace to where, once again, he can always control the situation. Because Knight of Pentacles, his money coming slow. But look at that, honey. Nine of Swords. Jaden's on pins and needles. She feels ostracized. She's spooked at this situation. She's hella nervous because this time, Mr. Jackass got him in too deep. He brought them to the point of no return this time. This is someone who is literally in nail-biting energy, sitting and rocking energy. Oh my God, what do we do? How could you do this type energy? Four of Cups and Tower. Total unrequited energy, because you literally, this time, like I said, y'all, he'll tear down the house to get what he wants. Even if it's only one room left and now you're living outside because he tore down the rest of the house. He literally is the type that will tear down the house to get what he wants. She finally is seeing that his boundaries are not the boundaries that she thought he had. Princess of Pentacles, the High Priestess, the Queen of Wands. Now, Princess of Pentacles, this is somebody who figured out that I'm going to have to give up something in this situation. Secretly, she had to contemplate what exactly does she need to do to rectify this situation and get out of this situation spiritually. She has to relinquish power to this alpha female to walk out of this situation unscathed. And it's not just about physically getting hurt. She has to think about, see how this laid out, the 10 of Cups? She has to think about family. She has to think about her children. She has to think about this whole tower here. Tower to her ultimate, her stability, her money, everything coming to an end. I'm trying to see if y'all can see this. The world, everything coming to an end. And then Temperance. How do we balance this whole situation, have a balance through a new beginning? See how these cards are coming out in both of their readings, but just in different ways. See, he was willing to tear down everything to get the one thing he wanted. She has to figure out, how does she rebuild and mend everything to keep the things that she values the most. This is toxicity at its worst. See, whatever she thought was a wish fulfillment, now she has to lay it to rest. If she wants peace, she's going to have to give up on, let's see, what is this? This Temperance and 8 of Swords. Yeah. To have this balance through a new beginning, to have peace, to bring things to an end, to have a resolve so that don't nobody go to jail. 8 of Swords. She's got to give up something to get something. So she decided to link up and somewhat take a bow, give credit to Chrisean. Because at this point, she can't afford to play any of these reindeer games, because this could take her away from her children. This could take her away from the new career that she's trying to build and her fan base. This could change her life for the worst if she decides to keep going with the wish fulfillment that Blueface had, or even the wish fulfillment that she had. Because now she's realizing she's not my enemy as much as I thought she was. And even for the most part, she could never do more to me than you already have done or are currently doing. So I'd rather draw a truce with her than to keep letting you drag me to hell. This was an epiphany for all epiphanies today, y'all. See this? The Empress falling under the 6 of Cups. She had to think about everything that, she had been through, everything that, she stood to lose. And that's how you got this 3 of Pentacles. This is one of those situations I'm going to have to learn to cooperate, to go along, to get along. The 3 of us are going to have to figure something out. 7 of Cups, we're going to have to consider our options before everything we know comes to an end. Everything as we know it, the world. What I tell y'all, death. Things will never be the same, because this is the ultimate ending, but there's a transition that comes out of this ending. And it literally is like this wheel of fortune here that was created out of this toxicity. If you play your cards right, you with this newfound alliance with Chrisean, you can eventually show that you're worthy of having a whole career, possibly even being on TV outside of Blue. And you don't even have to ride Chrisean's coattails for it. But you do need to pay attention and take some notes. Let her school you, let her take you to class. Because if you pay attention, this collaboration with Chrisean, this considering your options, this is what's going to bring you temperance, the balance through a new beginning. Get you out of this anxiety. Bring balance as long as y'all collaborate, because this could also be going before the judge in court. And that balance, this equal give and take, also, you know, all types of windfalls of money. It can all happen. But you can't go off into this backdoor, trapdoor type energy for this abundance. Because see, this is the energy that Jaden once was in, by any means. Now you have to consider what means are worth it and which ones you should actually just walk away from. This time around, she decided to pull a Kenny Rogers and know when to hold them, know when to fold them. And it actually was the best decision for the both of them. Because had she not have said, you know what, we got to come to a common ground, and was willing to listen, her life as she knew it was going to flip upside down, and things were not going to work out at all. So now we're going to go off into the energy around Chrisean. Give me a second. I'm over here putting the candles out. Lord, thank you for your patience. That's a sign in itself. That candle didn't want to light. It took at least 3 to 4 tries to get it to light. But once it lit, it has the tallest flame out of all the candles. So that's telling me right then and there, Chrisean didn't want to make this alliance either, but she had to look at the bigger picture. This is where folks had to put on they big girl panties and had to think about, if we don't handle this accordingly, everybody gonna lose every damn thing. Because as terrible as this story is, and it's horrible, considering what Blueface was willing to do, there's actually moving parts to this that are way worse that we may never know. But they decided to work together to push through. All right. Alrighty, Chrisean, what's the energy around you after you found out Blue took the baby? Okay. So arguing, harsh communication, Five of Swords, Ace of Swords. So there was an argument over some kind of truth, something that was said that was honest, could have been brutally honest. I feel like I understand what the trigger was, because once again, the first card was Ten of Pentacles when it came to Blue, and that Page of Swords. So K-Suave said to Blue, this is my family now. And that set Blue off in a whole nother way. Because at that point, at that moment in time, when that man said that to him, it triggered him because he realized he no longer had ownership. Wasn't about love, wasn't about devotion. He felt like he no longer had ownership. And he just had to come back from the past. Mr. Throwback Thursday with his applehead ass. Here we go. Coming back from the past, Six of Cups. But he's coming back in his Five of Swords, this argumentative type energy. Because all of a sudden, now it's a wish fulfillment. This feels like that spoiled, selfish child that has all their toys spread out across the floor. And that one toy that they claim they don't want to play with, it they don't even like, the moment another child picks that toy up, all of a sudden they got to run over there. It was like, oh, that's my toy, and snatch the toy away from them. But you hadn't been interested in that toy. You didn't want that toy. This is Blueface. See, if Chrisean was ignoring him, but she was sitting over there with her legs double crossed, with no chance of getting any at all, he wouldn't be concerned, because he would feel like at any given time he could slide back in and it's still his. But to see her with another guy, and then the guy is stepping up and he's saying, listen, you already said that this ain't your baby. Don't even worry about it. This is my family now. He couldn't handle it. Made him feel like a sucker. I mean, we see that he has sucker tendencies. But for the first time ever, he felt like one. Queen of Pentacles. See? She's over here abundant. She's living well. She's eating well. She's doing everything that she's ever wanted to do. She don't need him for nothing. This is another trigger. That wish fulfillment card, Nine of Cups. What is this? Ten of Pentacles. Y'all, that's what this is really about. The devil is at the bottom of the deck. He's being toxic and chaotic because he doesn't want this other man to come in and take over Chrisean's money. His wish fulfillment is her level of profitability. See, he knows she's good for it. He knows Chrisean is the bag. He knows she's hot right now. He wants to be able to get in and keep ownership, because as long as he has ownership, he has access to finances. Nothing more, nothing less. It's not about love the way people think. Blue's number one love is the love of money. Chrisean represents abundance. master manifester. He knows that right now, you know, what's that? The Shaka Khan and Whitney Houston song, I'm every woman, it's all in me. Anything you want done, baby, I do it naturally. She literally is able to point her finger and make it happen. She can blink and manifest it. And he wants in on her ability to manifest. He does not want another man to be able to benefit from the fruits of her labor. He wants to be able to be the pimp up while she's the hoe that's down. And he's not able to get that out of her right now. Messing with his equilibrium. Justice is balance. And there's that devil, bound by the devil, that toxic energy. He wants to keep her in the energy that he needs to keep her in. Ace of Swords at the bottom of the deck, card of truth. That's what this whole argument was about. This whole conflict was about. Was he needed to transfer the energy. He needed to put her in a position to where K-Suave second guess the connection so he could get him out the way and he can get back to playing in her head to get to this Ten of Pentacles. And see, Chrisean still got a soft spot for him because she still got love for him. She still hasn't completely gotten over him. But for her own health, her own safety, her own peace of mind. Stop playing with this man in any shape, form, or fashion. Not even a little bit, because he's very unhinged. And one of these days, it's not going to go so well. He's not someone that you can have a gray area with. You need a clean break because he is unpredictable, allegedly. See, Justice, the keeper of the balance, falling under Six of Cups. See, he's going to end up facing the Justice Department one way or the other. And there's nothing that Chrisean can do to keep saving him because he keeps throwing himself under the bus. Only reason why he's coming back from the past because he needs her to keep his life balanced. Card of Truth, and it's falling out under the Queen of Pentacles. Once again, like I said, the Queen of Pentacles, the most stable, reliable female in the deck, represents mother or wife energy, okay? He looks at her stability and he has to find a way to harness this stability. He needs to find a way to get her on one accord with him so that he can have control, because that's his wish fulfillment, to have control over this Ten of Pentacles. See that? Knight of Cups falling under the Nine of Cups. His wish fulfillment to come forward, offer his rusty ass cup, but he wasn't able to. So he comes through with all this conflict. Five of Wands, fighting. There's one person fighting 4 other people. Isn't that what he did? The reader, you see straight through him. See, Chrisean is very intuitive, but a lot of times she don't always act on the messages that God and her angels give her, and that's where she messes up. You cannot entertain devils. You mess around and get burnt every time. Six of Wands. She still found a way to move on towards victory successfully. But see, it was something that Chrisean had said where she was talking about how she's like, I'm dating this insecure ass dude. And it's like, no, baby. K Suave is not insecure. He sees the bluff. He sees the plays that Blue is running on you. It's lame to him. He sees what's up. He knows what it is. But you still got your nose open. And you're about to mess up. Whether it's K Suave or not. No man that actually cares about you is going to allow any man, even if it's your baby daddy, to come through in this energy. 5 of Wands. This is how Blueface manipulated the situation. Like I said, she's a master manifester right now, but how he manifests, if he can't have his way, he'll come through and tear up shop. 5 of Wands. And it'll be under the illusion, under the guise of 10 of Cups for my family. I'm fighting for my family. This man don't give a damn about no family. Family to him is Bluefaces. That's why he named himself after one. Show me the energy of you and Jaden once all of this came to a head. Queen of Wands. Y'all believe it or not, Chrisean did Jaden a solid because he was going to put Jaden out in the cold. So Chrisean took action. Now, allegedly, this man didn't want her in the house. He got so angry at her for listening to Chrisean and working through differences that he was going to make her homeless. Now, this is the only part that I can honestly say that I found comical, because Chrisean, this time, she came through on this big boss hog energy and said, now, if I got to bully somebody, I'm going to bully somebody for the good. She pushed her way in that house and pretty much let it be known. Now put her out. After everything you did, now put her out. I dare you. And I'm going to stand right here. I bet you won't. Notice when he said, well, we going to reconcile. That's when she said, oh, okay, well, I'm about to go home. See, she didn't go home until he finally accepted letting Jaden stay in the house, y'all. Ain't that about nothing? That was her way of extending the olive branch to Jaden. Hold on. See, I can't let you come stay in my house, but I guarantee you I won't let him put you out of yours. Now, King of Pentacles, 6 of Cups, Justice. That right there shows me there was some communication off camera, away from them going live. And if Jaden pays attention, Rock gave you the keys to the vault. But it's up to you to pay attention and follow the blueprint she gave you. If you follow that blueprint, you're going to be the next King of Pentacles. Now think about how crazy it's going to be for Blueface with 2 baby mamas that's balling out. 2 baby mamas whose careers out here out of control. And you the only one that's broke in the equation. As much as you love money, everybody will have money but you. And you can't get none from neither one of them. This is the energy that I feel that Chrisean put Jaden on. She put her on. I'm going to show you how to work this. But you got to be able to implement it for yourself. This was a real boss-ass meeting of the minds that they had. Two of Cups. Falling under the Queen of Pentacles, Ace of Swords. They both had to come to the truth of a realization about this whole Two of Cups type energy. Both of y'all at some point or another felt like he was a soulmate. But they both figured out that he's karmic. He's toxic. And he's really no good for either one of them. The Chariot. Stick with me, kid, and I'll teach you how to move. This is moving forward towards new goals, new opportunities, new wish fulfillment. See, he thought that he was going to boss up. And once again, you know, money over there getting tight. You going to notice, y'all, every time money get tight, he do the dip and slide on Jaden and try to slide back over to Chrisean. But see, this time around, he thought he was going to, you know, bop on over, slide on over to Chrisean. And Chrisean was out. And she was out with her new man. And that was like pouring salt and vinegar in his wounds. Because this is his 1-2. If she ain't got it, you do. If you ain't got it, she do. But his luck is running out. Told y'all, here you go, watching. But it's falling under the 10 of Pentacles. Trying to move through successfully. Sitting up here watching because he needs that money. 3 of Cups. You was out turning up. That sauce told you to come through and watch your so-called family. The one that you tell all of us on the internet that ain't your family, that you don't want no parts of, that ain't my baby, that ain't my bitch, all this crazy stuff. But you get that Hennessy in you, and Hennessy tapped you on the shoulder and said, hey, you need to go on over here to your other family because they doing better than the family that you supposed to be married into. This is crazy. Think about if social media was around back when a lot of our grandparents were coming up, back when these men had families on opposite sides of town and nobody knew that Pop had another set of children until his funeral, and everybody coming to the funeral and you find out you got brothers that you never knew, and all of y'all around the same age. Same toxic energy. But slowly but surely, Rock is getting to the point to where she's growing out of this energy. But she's going to have to really take cutting him off serious. Because whatever money he had, he's running out of money and he's getting desperate. That's when he makes these crazy type movements. Money get low, he got to do something to get to that money. See this? The Star, which is the card of Aquarius. He manifested this fight because the Star also represents hope, because he figured by him being defensive, putting the weight of the world on her in this situation, causing all this anxiety, he was going to be able to transfer the energy. Because see this? He's in 5 of Pentacles. She's in 10 of Pentacles. Something is telling me Blueface needs these monies. So I'm about to turn a couple oracles, and then I'm going to tap out on this and take my happy ass to bed. We got the Magic of Marvel Oracle deck. Doctor Strange. Wouldn't he get something like that? Intention is the gateway to glory. I told y'all, methodical. He's a thinker. Remember what Carlissa said? She taught all her children to play chess. Anybody that plays chess is a master at thinking. He's all about his intention and placement. Nick Fury. They put me in charge for a reason. But see, now his feelings hurt because he realizing the one who really running the plays is Chrisean. Dr. Doom. Control at all costs. I told y'all, he'll tear the house down if he loses control. He don't get what he want, ain't nobody getting nothing. Ghost Rider. Vengeance will be mine. And this is why I told y'all, this ain't over with him. He's not done. Mystique. What you see is never what you get. This is why Jaden and Chrisean both need to be careful. See, they think that they've seen the worst. Him and Keke Palmer's baby daddy, Darius, they have very similar toxic energy. Extremely similar. And like Keke, Chrisean, too soft-hearted, keep letting stuff slide, keep trying to work out the wrong situations. This is not something that you can just work out. Deadpool. I'm just here for the snacks. Okay? So, when it comes down to it, you know, even when you think about snacks instead of feasting, Blue shows up to get whatever he can get out the situation and go. Snacking is quick, right? That's how he looks at opportunities, money. I'm going to mess with you to get what I can get for the moment, and then I'm going to go. Once I get what I want, it's a wrap, right? I can go back over here. Emma Frost, if you think I'm cold now, just wait. And I'm going to end that right there. Because, like I said, y'all, he's not done. thank everyone for tapping in with me, and the people who've waited on this reading. Thank you so much for your support, y'all. Say some prayers for both of these women involved, because they dealing with a real live wire. And he literally can go tick, tick, boom at any moment. Say a prayer for the baby, because he's innocent and he doesn't deserve to be caught up in this foolishness. And I'm really, really hoping that Blueface gets the help that he needs. Because if he doesn't, he's going to go ones over the cuckoo's nest. And when he does, he may not come back. You never toy with somebody that's imbalanced. Spiritually, mentally, it's not safe. That being said, I'm done with this reading, and this reading is adjourned. Be easy, y'all. Have a blessed night.